G'day guys and welcome to my tips of the day. It's Khalid Sarwari from Only Estate Agents. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about established homes, properties that have already been lived in, maybe a couple of years old to 10, 15, 20 years old, as opposed to properties that are brand new, never been lived in, still under the builder's warranty, and being the first owner of the property. There's a fair few added benefits, especially if you're a first home buyer. You get the added bonus of a $10,000 grant if it's applicable to you, of course, as well as the reduction of the stamp duty. The other thing is for someone that's going for a home for the second or third home, there is added benefits with obviously that are similar to what first home owners would get as well, which is the warranty. You get a warranty on the property. The properties are built with today's standards and technology, which is very different to say 10 years ago or even 20, 30, 40 years ago. The standards of today is obviously are far greater than and better with energy ratings, as well as the quality and the materials that are used. They've advanced a lot. They've been able to have the ability to use products and materials that are great for heating and cooling, as well as the fact that they can run different technologies through these homes as well. The difference there is between new homes, predominantly in the southeast I'm talking about, as opposed to established homes, is the block sizes. Established homes, typically the areas that are quite established, 10 plus years old, you'll find that you'll get a better choice of block sizes, ranging from anywhere from 500 square meters all the way up to, it could be half acres or an acre. So ultimately the opportunity and differentiation between the two choices are pretty broad. Even though they're similar in price ranges, more than likely an established home, if it's not renovated, if there hasn't been touched or anything else in terms of internal or external, you may need to spend some money on it. But even if it has, the building materials and technology, the actual bones of the home are still from quite some time ago. And sometimes people's opinion is out there that the old bricks, the old concrete systems, and the old structures are far better than what it is today. Well, in some ways they're right, and in some ways they're wrong. It all depends on who the builder is, which is very important to do some research through a professional. And get some feedback, look at some reviews and things like that, and visit their display homes, or if they don't have display homes, to visit their offices and see how long they've been operating for. Because it's very important to know, you don't have to be specifically a builder yourself or know a great deal about the materials and technology that is used, but doing some research through a professional or speaking to a real estate agent like ourselves, we can give you some information or advice that will be able to assist you in selecting a really good builder. It's very important to do research in these circumstances, because you don't want to be locked into a situation with a builder or possibly purchasing a property that's already built from a builder that doesn't have a very good reputation, or has been known to cut corners. So it's very important. The latest news about the opal tails in New South Wales, again, that is something that is quite controversial. People are stuck with apartments and things like that now found an extensive amount of defects through that building. These kind of things that you need to be aware of when you're selecting a builder. That builder themselves that was appointed to that construction of that building obviously has certain questions to answer. The developer has certain questions to answer through these investigations. So ultimately these things can be reduced. It's very hard to avoid. Sometimes things do happen, but you can reduce the risk of buying into something that's quite troublesome. Again, the same thing with established homes. Do a building and pest inspection. I definitely recommend it. It gives you that extra peace of mind, but do it with a reputable building inspector. At the end of the day, there's nothing worse than handing over your hard-earned dollars to someone who's just going to do a quick walkthrough like you just did when you looked at the property initially. So very important to ask what kind of reports and what processes they go through, and if you can, maybe just turn up with the building inspector and have a look around with them. That's a great idea to do that, and look at it in the time that you're available as well as the agent and vendor. Sometimes a little bit hard to orchestrate if you're working yourself, but if you're available at a certain day, then try and make it work that way for you. But again, there is positives and negatives in both circumstances. In terms of price, at the moment there's an influx of properties to choose from, as well as buyers available to purchase a brand new home. So there's builders out there, developers out there that are throwing some really good incentives, rebates, throwing in extra accessories in the properties like dishwashers and alarm systems, and sometimes re-landscaping. A lot of them don't have it in the southeast, re-landscaping, so they're adding those things on. So you are able to get some really great deals at the moment, as opposed to about 12 months ago where there wasn't enough built for the amount of demand there was. So there is a good amount to choose from. So take your time, have a look around and find out what bonuses and benefits you can get. A lot of the times with the builders, when they're building something, they are building it to a specific price point, so it's very hard to negotiate on price, but more than likely you will be able to get some rebates and things like that, or things thrown in for you at the moment, where there's some really good incentives out there, as opposed to an established home, whereas it is, you get what you see and you see what you get, basically. And there's no differentiation in that. Obviously there's a negotiation point there that you'll obviously be able to see depending on what the demand is and where the property is sitting in the marketplace and how the agents advertised it. So hopefully that's given you some insight about established and newly built homes. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a line on my Facebook page, or alternatively give us a call at the office on 8786 888 9. Thanks guys for watching, and take care.